Well, kia ora koutou katoa everyone. Welcome in here to English Park for live coverage of this Reta Fitzpatrick Cup semi-final tonight between Universities of Canterbury and NW United Universities in their familiar maroon with the yellow socks, while NW playing today in their sky blue with the white shorts and socks. This the first semi-final of the Reta Fitzpatrick Cup. The next one will be played in 2 weeks' time here at English Park again between Cashmere Technical and Selwyn. But for tonight, focus is all on these two teams, with the winner set to get a path through to the final, where they will play, as said, one of Selwyn or Cashmere Technical. Both teams coming in off a loss in their last game. Universities went down 4-1 to Coastal Spirit, while NW suffered a 7-0 defeat at the hands of Cashmere Technical. Of course, that Cashmere team inspired by Wellington Phoenix players Annalie Longo and Rebecca Lake. So a tough game for the NW girls, and they'll be hoping for slightly easier opposition tonight, although Universities are in good form before that game. Their 4-1 loss to Coastal Spirit on Saturday. They'd beaten Roslyn Wakari 3-0 and beaten NW 3-1 in the last meeting between the teams. NW's goal in that game was the last one they've scored. Since then they've had a 2-0 loss to Dunedin City Royals, a 3-0 loss to Otago University, and of course that 7-0 defeat to Cashmere at the weekend. So they'll definitely be hoping to find their scoring boots. Unfortunately for them, top scorer Gemma Creed, who has scored 3 goals this season, she is not playing tonight. So they'll be leaning on the likes of Rebecca Gillett, who's scored twice this season, Rebecca Hewitt, who's scored twice. They're both in the team for tonight. So they'll be leaning on them and hopefully their other players for some goals. Final checks for the two teams going through their pre-match discussions before we get underway. The referee tonight, Roloff Boyton. It's a balmy 4 degrees here at English Park, so plenty of running around awaits these girls as they look to warm themselves up a little bit. And it looks like it will be NW to kick off. Abby Taylor. All set to go here at English Park as referee Boyton blows his whistle, and we're underway as NW launch it long. Georgia Saunders gets underneath it. Now here is Taylor, cleared away by Universities. Cecily Holland getting underneath, looking for the run of Roxburgh, who does really well to pick it out and just plays it back. Universities trying to settle as Van der Sluis playing it back to goalkeeper Lucy Johnson. Back now for Lola Van der Sluis. Outside here is Sophia Johnson. Forward and hacked away by Rebecca Gillett at centre back for NW. So good start. You sense Universities just trying to keep a little bit of the ball before playing forward, but when they did look to play forward, of course, Gillett having absolutely none of it, clearing it well up the line. Johnson takes the throw. Forward for Gillett, who gets a head on it. Now McCutcheon, blocked by Roxburgh and out of play off NW United, so Universities win the throw. Johnson again to take. Just couldn't quite bring that one under control. It was Hannah McKenzie in midfield for Universities. McKenzie wins it back well though. Holland finding Roxburgh on the outside, who wins another throw. Johnson up the line. Another throw in for the Universities of Canterbury. Johnson, now Holland. Back for Johnson. Forward ball does really well, finds the run of Roxburgh. Trying to skip away from her marker. Roxburgh does well, tries to put the cross in, and it's blocked well by McCutcheon, but it's Universities who win the first corner. It'll be Liv Dean to take this corner for Universities. Outswinger off the right foot. In it comes, headed away well. Putting the ball back in is Olivia Gilbert, and it's through here, a chance for Universities, and it's the opening goal. Well, it was a lovely ball into the box, and I can't quite see who scored, but it's Universities of Canterbury who take the lead. 1-0 very early on in the piece here. Less than 3 minutes gone in this one. Score 1-0 to Universities of Canterbury. I think it was Hannah McKenzie who got that one, and there's another chance here for Universities. The ball comes into the box and cleared away over the bar well by Gillett. And another corner for Universities. Another chance to get another goal. Packed 6-yard area. And it's swung in. Cleared away well. Only as far as the edge of the box though. NW do well to get it away. Now McKenzie, the goal scorer. Tackle came in nicely. A little bit of pinball. Van der Sluis comes away with it. Onto the left-hand side. Cross comes in and goalkeeper Holly Neal in the NW United net. Happy to mop that one up as referee Boyton's blown for something. Not sure what. Just having a little bit of a chat to Rebecca Hewitt. And we're good to get underway as Neil launches it high towards the right touchline. Out of play for University's throw. Throw comes in. Cleared away by NW, but only as far as the touchline, so another throw now for Universities. Cleared away. University's trying to keep it under possession. Ball's launched forward. And it comes through now. Here's Holland. Forward ball. Great save by Neil. She gets taken out, but it is offside. But NW goalkeeper Holly Neal does not look in a good state here, as physio will have to come out. It was a nasty collision with Erin Roxburgh, who ran onto the through ball and tried to poke it past Neil into the back of the net. Both teams will take the chance to regroup. In fact, Roxburgh is down as well for Universities. Holly Neal is sitting up and exchanging words with her physio, but Erin Roxburgh is still down on the ground. Well, it's been an action-packed first 6.5 minutes of this one. University's having the lion's share of possession and chances. Corner on either side for them. As Holly Neal's up and walking now, which is good to see, but Roxburgh still lying on the ground, tended to by the University's physio. And it is Universities who have the lead at this stage in the game. An opportunistic finish by Hannah McKenzie, poking it past Neil. into the back of the net with less than 3 minutes on the clock to give her side the lead. And she's on her feet now, which is good to see. In fact, I think there was a Universities player who went over to check on her. Roxburgh is up and standing. Exchanges a quick hug with Holly Neal. No hard feelings between the pair. And we're all set to get back underway with Rebecca Gillett to take the free kick for, well, the initial offside, which Roxburgh was. And so it'll be Gillett to get us back underway. Bombing it forward now. NW flicked out towards the right-hand side. Universities win it back now, though. Holland. Now attacking down the left-hand side. Cutback tries to come in. It's blocked well and cleared away. Up the line looking for Taylor. Tries to hold it up. Just loses out, no. Now here is Roxburgh. Trying to take on McCutcheon. Forced to go central. Holland just loses out. Gillett up the line. Now McCutcheon. Tried to skip past, out of play, deflected off Holland and back off McCutcheon. So Universities with the throw. Sophia Johnson will take. Up the line, a little bit aimless. And Gillett clears it back out for another throw. Roxburgh. One back well by McCutcheon. And Herman Watt tried to get it away. Universities win it back though. As Laser tried to find Roxburgh. Cleared away by Gillett. Here's Roxburgh again. Tackle came in from Rebecca Hewitt. And it was out of play off her, so another throw for Universities. Doing really well was Lydia Gilbert, and she keeps hold of it. Deflected off Miles and out of play. Corner this time for Universities. Liv Dean heading over to take. Everyone on the edge of the box looking to make their runs as Dean swings it in. It's a good ball. Half cleared. Gilbert has a hit. Mackenzie as well. Cleared away. Mackenzie still going. Now here's Roxburgh. Tried to line up the shot. Couldn't get it under control. And away comes Hewitt. Really well blocked though. Shutting down any hope of an NW counter-attack. Good challenge put in by Lola van der Sluis from centre back. Now McCutcheon with the throw. Up by Hewitt. Trying to bring it under control. NW do have it. Through Miles. Back now for Saunders. Good switch of play. And a chance now for NW to counter-attack. Ball up the line. Just offside. The run of Alexia De Bono on that right wing. So a free kick for Universities. And you get the sense that'll be where most of NW's chances are likely to come, trying to catch Universities on the counter-attack, with the students looking to pour numbers forward and keep possession of the ball. NW's chances will be in the spaces in behind is now Dean. Forward now for Holland. Tackle came in well. Cleared away up the line. Taylor getting after it. Still going Taylor. Out of play though. Throws headed away now to Bono. Trying to find Taylor. Cleared away by Van der Sluis. It's a good clearance too. And hacked straight up in the air. And now Dean, with a chance to bring it under control, couldn't do so. And De Bono couldn't keep it in play either. Just losing out in midfield there, NW, and the shot came in. A little bit of an audacious effort, but you can never complain with someone trying to have a shot at goal. And just looking to pin NW United back in their own third. As now the ball played forward. Keeping hold of it well. Dean hacks it forward. Gillett will just see it out of play for a goal kick. Says, over to you, Olivia Neal, you do something with it. Back now for Gillett. Forward ball, Hewitt getting on the end of it well. Back now for McCutcheon. Up the line, Johnson intercepts. Wide now for Roxburgh. Keeping it in play well, McCutcheon slams it into touch off Roxburgh. So an NW throw. As McCutcheon looking central, here's Herman Watt. Talia Herman Watt keeps possession of it. Just trying to assess her options. Taylor, nice turn for Hewitt. Herman Watt again. Cross comes in, flicked on by Taylor. De Bono vying with Tori Hill, and it's De Bono who comes away with it. Now Jones, swinging in, cleared away. As far as Gilbert. Jones doing well to get in the way. As NW now on the ball again. You get the sense they just need to try and keep a little bit of possession. There's now Gillett. Forward ball finds Taylor nicely. McCutcheon over the top looking for the run of Taylor. Just too big. And Lucy Johnson in the University's goal happy to come out and claim that one. A little bit of a slice clearance and Hewitt gets under it well, shouts for handball, and it did strike the arm of Rebecca Hewitt. So a little bit of an escape for University. It was the attempted clearance by Johnson was sliced almost straight up in the air. If Hewitt had brought that under control, she would have been nearly through on goal, but Van der Sluis now up the line. Roxburgh gets a head on it. Gillett ushers it back for Neal, who just has to clear her lines. Getting up is Hewitt. Out of play off Johnson, so NW throw in. McCutcheon heading up the line to take. Saunders. Back for McCutcheon. Still going. Out of play off Roxburgh. McCutcheon's throw again. Looking for her options. Trying to bring it under control is Miles, and it comes out for Hewitt. Miles again. Up the line, only as far as Johnson, who does well. McKenzie gives it away. Taylor now. Well defended by Ruby Dixon, and now Johnson finding McKenzie. Roxburgh forward for Holland. Up the line, looking for the run of Laser, but Gillett does well to bring it under control, and happy to go back to her keeper, Holly Neal. Now here's Smith. Does well to keep it, still going. Given away now though. Getting on the end of it is Miles. Hewitt with space to run into. She's got Taylor in the middle, tracked really well though. Stabbing it forward, now Taylor getting after it. Just went too early though. It was a really well timed offside trap by Ruby Dixon. And it meant that Abby Taylor just caught a fraction offside. Cleared up the line, looking for Roxburgh. Holland now as Gillett puts a tackle in. Swinging it forward, looking for the run of De Bono, but just over her head. And University's bring it under control. Dixon hacking it up the line towards Dean. Holland trying to bring it under control again, but loses out. She does win it back though. A little bit of pinball and it's out, and it will be an NW throw-in. In the last sort of 5 minutes or so, the tides just started to shift in favour of NW United since going behind and withstanding a little bit of an early storm. They've impressed, had the majority of the ball, not let Universities play out from the back easily. Just need to start trying to get a couple of shots on goal, and they'll be looking dangerous. Of course, still 1 goal down. There's now Hewitt. Lovely little flick. Taylor getting after it. Taylor, great challenge though by Van der Sluis at the back. And Johnson has to play it up the line. Roxburgh does really well to spin her defender. McCutcheon trying to scrap back. Roxburgh still has it. Up the line. Gillett does well to get in the way and ushering it out of play for a throw. It was a lovely little turn by Erin Roxburgh, the University's captain, on the right wing. It's Johnson looking for Roxburgh. It's over the head of McCutcheon. Gillett crashes it into touch. Off the thigh of Roxburgh, opposing captains, is McCutcheon. Now Hewitt. And deflected out of play once again in favour of Universities. Some complaints from the crowd and from the NW players. Johnson now for Roxburgh. McCutcheon getting in the way well. Gillett trying to clear. Does get it away in the end. Johnson fakes the throw. Now finds Holland. Back for Johnson. Miles got it in the way. Hewitt keeps it in. Back now for Gillett, who keeps it in. Roxburgh cutting it out though. Roxburgh trying to shift it back onto her right foot. Holland couldn't quite get it under control. She had Laser running in front of her, who maybe got in the way somewhat. As Neil now looking towards the right wing. Brought under control by McKenzie. Though NW win it back through Taylor. Now skipping forward well is Saunders. Lovely ball through. Trying to hit the run of De Bono. Doing really well to cover is Tori Hill. And not many options. Gets it up the wing and she's taken out by De Bono off the ball, so alleviation for Universities, who were a little bit under pressure there. It was a lovely ball from Saunders to try and find the run of De Bono. Tori Hill bails them out of trouble. Taylor now. Spins her defender, still going Abby Taylor. Has a go with her weaker left foot. Couldn't get any power behind it as Lucy Johnson happy to clean that one up. Johnson gets good connection on this one. Forward only as far as Saunders. The Universities win it back though. Dean, ball forward. Hill is after this one. But just can't quite get there. Here's Smith. Forward looking for Herman Watt, who does well to spin her defender and skip back will pass one. Still going. Talia Herman Watt now needs to release. Back for Saunders. Hacked forward, it's out of play off Mackenzie for an NW throw, which Smith will take. Smith, forward, cleared away. Holland nearly bringing it under control and does so. And in fact it was Universities who miss out there. Roxburgh now for Holland though. Lovely ball forward, Roxburgh getting after this one. Neal comes out and does well to get it away. Not fully cleared though. It's Johnson. Inside ball for Holland. Spots were nearly spotted. Holly Neal off her line, had a go. Thought it took a deflection on the way through, nothing given except a goal kick, which is taken quickly for Smith. Trying to turn with Saunders. Universities win it back though through Holland. Lovely ball putting Dean through here. Dean, and it finds the back of the net. What a finish by Liv Dean. Unbelievable goal from the Universities winger. And they extend their lead here. 2-0 now to Universities of Canterbury. Lovely ball through from, I think it was Holland, and Liv Dean doing as she's done all season. 7 goals in the league for her, and another one added to her tally now in the Reta Fitzpatrick Cup as Universities take a 2-0 lead here in this semi-final. A little bit of a mountain to climb now for NW. Herman Watt swinging it wide for Smith. Up the line trying to find De Bono. Couldn't get there. As Hill now takes a throw, finding Mackenzie. Coming back. Hill tried to get there. Gilbert under a bit of pressure. Goes back and hacked away by Dixon. Dean scraping with Saunders, and it's NW who do win the throw. Smith looking for her options. Up the line finds De Bono. Scrapping with Dean. The goal scorer. Off on a run now. Still going. And a lovely ball through by Mackenzie. Cleared away and off Dean and out for a goal kick. Well, as so often happens after an early goal, the tide had shifted. NW were enjoying a good spell of possession before Universities hit back and scored their second goal, and they've got another opportunity here through Mackenzie. Scrapping well though is Saunders. Universities win it back though through Roxburgh, the captain. Good tackle comes in on her by Herman Watt. And now Hewitt under pressure from Johnson, who combines well with Van der Sloys to win it back. Hewitt, inside ball cut out by Gilbert. Mackenzie. Ball forward, blocked by Saunders. Laser getting on the end of it. There's Gilbert trying to poke it forward again though, but Herman Watt gets in the way, and Hewitt with a nice little touch to find Taylor. Tried to turn, still got it. Abby Taylor. Back for McCutcheon. Ball forward, Hewitt is after this one. Cut out well though by Dixon. And Johnson goes back to her centre back. Launching it up the line, Holland brings it under control, and another ball forward. Roxburgh wins that one. Ball through. Dean felt she was offside, but the ball came through. Liv Dean chopped down, and the yellow card goes the way, I think, of Emily Jones. Well, the crowd wanted red. They felt Liv Dean would have been through there. It's hard to disagree with that fact, but although there was cover coming back, NW United potentially lucky to still have 10 players on, or full, all 11 players on the field here, but still 2-0 down. They still have a lot of work to do. And a free kick to contend with first of all. Here's Kyra Laser standing over this free kick. Can she do something with it? Chipped forward and high and wide of Holly Neal's goal. Sometimes after an early goal in the semi-final you get a little bit of a lull. Not really been the case here. This match has been all action in the first half an hour. 2 goals both the way of Universities, although NW have not been short of chances to get forward. It's scrapping well as Hill and Dixon slams it up the line. Dean couldn't bring it under control. Miles can. Back for Smith. Forward now, still going. Options forward. Cutting back onto her left and cutting it out well. There's Van der Sloys only as far as Gillett. Evading the tackle of Holland. Forward for Hewitt. Back as far as Van der Sloys, and Gillett got in well. Van der Sloys has to go to her right side now for Holland. Sorry, Johnson. Here's Roxburgh. Won back well by McCutcheon. Taylor couldn't quite get there first. Miles can. Played out towards the right wing. De Bono getting after it. Dean ushers it out for a throw. As it comes up the line from Hill. Forward now for Abby Taylor. Trying to get forward and look for options. Gets her cross in. Hewitt has to go backwards, nothing forward. Lays it off for McCutcheon, who dinks it into the box. And over the head of Abby Taylor and into the gloves of Lucy Johnson, the University's goalkeeper, who stabs it away, finding the head of Holland. McCutcheon gets in well, but can't bring it under control. Now Laser. Forward ball cut out well by Smith. Stabbed forward by Gilbert. Roxburgh getting after this one. Acres of space. Cutting back in onto her left foot. Getting the cross in as far as the back post. Dean was offside, and sorry, it was Kyra Laser who was offside, who couldn't quite bring it under control. Very good chase though by Erin Roxburgh on the right wing. And a free kick in W United's way, with Rebecca Gillett to take. Out now for Jones. Launched forward. Tried to find Taylor. Dixon got in the way and wins it back. Now Dean. It's hacked away by Smith, and it's off Liv Dean and out for a throw-in. It's Smith. Now Taylor. Got past her marker. Taylor swing the ball in, trying to find Hewitt. Half clearance is only as far as De Bono. Now Hewitt again. Has runners forward. Looking for Herman Watt. Cleared away well though by Universities. Gina McCutcheon with the throw. Launches it up the line. Hewitt gets a head on it. Half cleared away. Another throw for McCutcheon to take. As she launched forward, Saunders gets a head on it. Stabbed up by Gilbert. Now Taylor. Trying to manufacture some room. Dixon put a foot in well though, and it's out of play off Abby Taylor for the University's goal kick. Lucy Johnson lining up her options. Chips it forward, trying to find Gilbert. Now here's Roxburgh. Hewitt got in well, but couldn't bring it under control. It's going to be a throw-in. Taken by Sophia Johnson. And headed away again. So Johnson with another bite of the cherry with the throw-ins. In the middle, finds Holland. Gillett got in well. Hewitt couldn't get there. Johnson now for Roxburgh. Holland. Tackle came in really well though by Saunders. Looking for the run of Taylor. Dixon's getting back. Under pressure. Only as far as Abby Taylor. Shifts it back onto her right. Couldn't get any sort of meaningful contact on it. And Universities hack it away. Roxburgh. Just about managing to turn McCutcheon and gets the ball forward. Now here's Laser after this one. She's got Gillett for pace. She has Dean in the middle. Kyra Laser lays it back for Gilbert. In the air and just over the roof of the net. Or onto the roof of the net rather. Well, not a bad effort that by Lydia Gilbert. Just put a little bit too much on it. Taken quickly by NW De Bono. Back for Smith. Launched up the line. Now Taylor. Holding it up. Waiting for her options. And wins the throw-in. Courtesy of that tackle by Hannah McKenzie. Now here is De Bono. Again, trying to turn. Does turn. Now looking for the run of Taylor. Tackle came in from Van der Sloys, and it will be another throw-in for NW United. As Smith tries to find Herman Watt in the middle. Switching it onto her right foot, ball comes in. Hewitt, can she get a touch on it? Nothing on. And it's out of play, but it will be a corner. Talia Herman Watt will swing in this corner. Almost everyone on the back post for NW United. Can they try and fashion something and bring himself back into this game as Herman Watt swings it in. Gillett trying to bring it under control. Half cleared away, only as far as Jones. Shot blocked. And Roxburgh does well. Now Holland back again for Roxburgh. Neatly dealt with. Gilbert. Laser. Really nice interplay here. As Holland just misses out. McKenzie wins it back. Bombed forward. Blocked by Smith. Jones can't bring it under control. Here is Holland. Only as far as Miles. Now Gilbert. Exchanges passes with Roxburgh. Looking to go forward. Skips past the tackle of Saunders. Doesn't get past that one from Gillett. And under pressure, Linda Sloyce does well to win the throw-in with her clearance ricocheting out off Taylor. Gillett gets up well. Laser wins it back though, and now Roxburgh getting after it. Under pressure from McCutcheon. Still going though, Roxburgh, and out off McCutcheon. Johnson heading up to take the throw. Get it away by McCutcheon. Only as far as McKenzie. Neal getting up, and it's in the back of the net. Liv Dean with her second goal of the game. 3-0 Universities take a commanding lead just before half-time. It was a good ball in by Hannah McKenzie. Holly Neal tried to get out and claim the cross, couldn't get it under control. I don't know how much Liv Dean knew about it, but it's ricocheted off her and rolled into the bottom corner for her second goal of the game. And University's third goal of the game. There's Gillett now. Finding Saunders. McKenzie got in well. Roxburgh. Still going. Gets it forward for Holland. Laying it back for Gilbert. McKenzie loses out for Miles. Still going. Opting to lay it back for Gillett. Playing it back for Neal. Wide now for Jones. Forward ball. Herman Watt able to turn. Opts to go back. Now for Gillett. Bombing it forward. Hewitt couldn't quite get there. It's Roxburgh. Does well to duck out of the way of McKenzie, and a lovely ball through. Dean is after this one as well. Can she complete her hat-trick? Hacked away by Jones. Only as far as McCutcheon. And now Hewitt. Blocked well by Roxburgh, and now Holland coming away with it. Has a go. Well wide of the post, that one. Universities of Canterbury just starting to flex their muscles a little bit. They've more than had the run of the game in the last 15 to 20 minutes. And the 3-goal advantage certainly seems to confirm that one. They did win the last time these teams met each other in the Women's South Island League a few weeks ago. Score on that day 3-1 to Universities. It's 3-0 here not long before half time, and NW need a way to get themselves back into the game as De Bono on that right hand side just can't quite keep it in play. And a useful breakaway doesn't come to much. As the throw comes in now from Hill. NW win it back. Now it's Herman Watt. Looking for her options, tries to find McCutcheon. Well won though by Roxburgh, and she's got space to run into Erin Roxburgh. Trying to get the ball through. Only as far as Holly Neal, who takes it quickly, throwing it out for Gillett. Saunders, lovely little flick around the corner for McCutcheon. Roxburgh was on her well, back for Gillett. Forward, Taylor does well to hold it up, has a Bono away to her right if she can find her. Couldn't at the first time of asking, but it's a nice ball now, as to Bono. First attempt blocked, second attempt blocked. NW keep ball with a throw in though. Now here is Georgia Smith with the throw. Looking for Taylor, who does really well to turn and still going. Abby Taylor has options forward if she can find them. Ball comes in, blocked by Van der Sloys, and it will be a corner. Met with a good amount of applause from the supporters here at English Park. Looks to me like the Nomads men's first team who have arrived to cheer on their women's side. Is Herman Watt now. Just a minute left of normal time in this first half. Herman Watt swings in a really good corner. A little bit of confusion, cleared away. Saunders getting underneath it, under pressure. Blocked well though, and Dean is away. Well won by Jones. And Taylor wins it back, high up the field. Trying to skip around the outside of Roxburgh, still has it. Back now for McCutcheon. Forward again for Taylor. Holland, really good tackle from her. And nicely laying it back for Van der Sloys. It's Holland. Slightly passed by Van der Sloys, and opened the door a little bit for NW United to try and be able to do something with this. As McCutcheon, ball in her hands. What can she conjure up? Taylor lays it back for McCutcheon. Dinked into the box, half cleared. Has a chance. Here's Hewitt. Can't quite bring it under control. Cleared away by McKenzie. Only as far as Jones. Well, don't know if that was a shot or a attempted cross. NW have just started to find their feet a little bit late on in this first half. We're into stoppage time now. Not long left if they want to try and fashion something before the break. But there have certainly been positive signs for them in these last few minutes. University's possibly looking slightly rattled, and that's a poor clearance by Van der Sloys. Sorry, Dixon. And potentially one last chance for NW to hit back before the break and go in with just a 2-goal deficit as opposed to 3. Taylor laying it back for Jones. Forward for Bono. Winning it back well though was Hill. And now McKenzie. Saunders on it for NW United. Taylor holds it up. Just loses out. Launch back in by Smith. And safely into the gloves of Lucy Johnson. Launched forward. Roxburgh can't bring it under control. Gets there though. Comes it forward. Hewitt trying to win this one. And Sloy's got there first. Now Johnson. Well won back though by Hewitt, whose pass is blocked by Roxburgh. Hewitt, now Herman Watt in a little bit of space. Shifts it back onto her left, back onto her right. Wide now for Miles. Smith getting forward. Inside ball finds to Bono. Back for Miles. Does well to keep hold of it. Herman Watt loses out though. And forward only as far as Smith, who watches it out of play for a throw. Taken quickly, De Bono. Herman Watt stabbed it forward and out of play. Hewitt trying to get under this one, does well. Options away to the left, now Gillett. Getting forward. Can't quite stab it through, wins it back though. Has options. Really good block that though by Van der Sloys. Just over Jones's head, but lays it off nicely for Miles. Chance for Universities to break. Holland still going. And now Dean. Blocked and out of play, and a throw. Final moments of this first half. As it comes back for Mackenzie. Bombed forward by Gillett. Roxburgh dinks it forward. And here is Holland. And it's 4-0 for Universities of Canterbury. What a goal on the stroke of half-time. And that might be the game. Signed, sealed and delivered. It was a fantastic finish by Cecily Holland. Pouncing on that lovely dinked ball forward and slotting it past Holly Neal for University's 4th goal. Right on the cusp of half-time. Herman Watt trying to give it back to Taylor. University's looking forward. Can they get a 5th? No, says Saunders. Lovely ball forward. That getting after is Taylor. Goes down. No penalty given. And cleared away. Universities survive. Big protests from the crowd here. They felt Abby Taylor had been taken out. Might have just got enough of the ball. I think it was Van der Sloys coming back. She might have just got enough of a touch on the ball to have swayed referee Roloff Boyton, and that will be half-time. Universities of Canterbury with the 4-0 lead. Late drama as Abby Taylor denied a penalty to potentially give NW United a path back into the game, but still 45 minutes to come in this one. Anything can happen. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 15 minutes or so for the second half of this Reta Fitzpatrick Cup semi-final here at English Park. Half-time score, Universities of Canterbury 4, NW United 0.
The last Come on,
back in here to English Park. The second half of this Reta Fitzpatrick Cup semi-final between Universities of Canterbury and W United. Universities 4-0 lead as we head into the second half. Dominant first half from them. Two fantastic goals from Liv Dean, one each from Cecily Holland and Hannah Kenzie as we're underway in the second half. Ball forward by Mackenzie. And Smith hacks it away. Mackenzie brings it back under control. Looking forward. Laser with a little touch. And Neil had to come up well and clear it away. Forward, now comes Taylor. Dixon got in the way. Just one change. Made at half time. Universities have brought on Kelsey Barrett onto the left wing. She replaces the captain, Erin Roxburgh, and Barrett into the action early. There's now Gilbert. Comes away with it for Hill. Loose ball pounced on by Taylor. Abby Taylor twisting and turning and looking forward, trying to find De Bono. Universities win it back though. Barrett in the action early, still going. Keeps it in play. No, she doesn't. It is out of play. But it's still a University's throw. Given the other way though. And NW United do get the throw in, to the delight of the crowd here at English Park. Good support bases for both teams. As Hill tried to find Holland, now Barrett. Scrapping well, cleared away. Hewitt getting after it, towed forward. Taylor tries to turn on the burners, and it runs out of play. And another change coming up for Universities. It's Hannah Mackenzie, the first goal scorer who makes way. She will be replaced in midfield by, not too sure yet, but we'll have that for you in due time. Looks like it's Maya Wilkinson who's come on in the number 16 jersey. Barrett. Now Gilbert, forward, hacked away by Smith. Getting in the way well was Dixon. Long ball forward, Laser getting after it. Emily Jones does well though to go back to Neil, who gets it forward. Holland brings it down. Now Saunders. Smith forward for De Bono. Manufacturing a little bit of room back for Smith. Up the line, De Bono does well to keep it. Switches it back onto her right. Opting to go backwards. Forward by Jones. Won well by Wilkinson. First touches for her. Saunders. Trying to find her options. Manages to get it out for McCutcheon. Up the line now, here's Hewitt. Trying to take on Van der Sloys. Hewitt. And Van der Sloys does really well. Now Wilkinson. Dean. Long ball forward. Laser trying to chase. She might have beat Neil to it. Neil does really well. And the crowd voiced their appreciation. Johnson. Back for Wilkinson. Dixon. Forward for Holland, dropping deep. Does well to find Hill. Tori Hill looking forward, Laser with the head on it. Only as far as Smith, who can turn. Time to play. Hooking it up the line. And Hill just about watches that one out of play. Tori Hill with the throw. Laser brings it down. Barrett, who's taken on the captaincy after Roxburgh's substitution, possibly due to that injury scare in the first half when she collided with Nomads or NW United goalkeeper Holly Neal. Taylor trying to get after it. Van der Sloys does well and gets it back to Lucy Johnson, who half clears it as far as Dixon. Trying to bring it down as De Bono. Now Barrett. Holland. Scrapping with Miles. Gilbert. Barrett again. Tried to get her pass away. She's passed it well to herself and a lovely ball through. Laser is through here. She's stayed onside. Can she finish? It's a lovely finish. Kyra Laser with University's 5th goal of the game. It was a fantastic through ball by the substitute Kelsey Barrett, and Laser timed her run to perfection, and a fantastic finish underneath NW United goalkeeper Holly Neal. It's a long way back now for NW. 5-0 the deficit. It's Jones. Now Gillett. Forward ball. Able to turn is Saunders. Off on a run, taking on Wilkinson and gets her ball through. Mopped up well by Van der Sloys, who receives it back from Johnson. Switch of play finds Hill. A little bit of a loose touch. De Bono trying to get at her. Hill does well to get around her. Now Barrett. Loose one. With it is Gilbert. Couldn't quite bring it under control there. And Hill able to slam it away. Out of play off Kyra Laser, the goal scorer. Smith. Now finds Taylor. Trying to turn Dixon. She's done well, Abby Taylor. Can she find a cross? Floated in. Safely into the gloves of Johnson in the uni goal. Ushers her troops forward and bombs one up towards halfway, which is brought down well. Now Gilbert. Can't find Barrett with the ball. Smith. Just slightly skewed off the outside of the boot. Throw in coming University's way. A little bit scrappy in midfield, but it's a lovely ball from Holland to send away Laser. Heavy touch, but she's got options in the middle if she can find a cross. Still going, cutting back onto her right foot. In the middle, a little bit loose. McCutcheon happy to mop that one up. Dean coming at her though. And Liv Dean gets her tackle in, but it's out of play. McCutcheon will take the throw for NW United. Taylor dropping in to receive and holding it up. Trying to spin her defender. She's done really well. Gets the ball through. Hewitt is after this one. Has options in the middle. And it's out of play for a corner. NW United's way. Well, they need a lot more of that if they're to fashion a comeback. Game's not gone, of course. Anything can happen, but you get the sense that 5-0 down, even early in the second half, it's a long road back for NW United, and they need goals and they need them fast. Otherwise their head will drop, confidence will get low as Herman and Watt swings it in. Chance to get one back. Headed away and well cleared away. Only as far as McCutcheon though. Gets it back for Smith. Slammed forward, McCutcheon again, keeps hold of it well. Out of play off Dean. And it will be a throw NW United's way. McCutcheon. Finding Herman Watt. Ball into the middle, trying to find Miles. Scrapping with Wilkinson. And hacked away by Universities. And McCutcheon can only clear it into touch. Sophia Johnson with the throw. Headed away by Herman Watt, and it's another throw-in for Universities. Who look like they might just be preparing another substitution here. 5-0 up, obviously you take the chance to rest players before the weekenders. Johnson swings it into the box again. Wilkinson can't bring it under control. That's an audacious effort, and it's well wide. Not kept in play though by Dean. As Neil now finds Gillett. Stabbed in the middle. Saunders can't turn with it. Hollands won it back. NW United scrap well though. And DeBono gets it back for Herman Watt. Has options forward, trying to find the run of Hewitt. Taylor gets in well. DeBono stabbed through again for Taylor. Getting after it. Johnson got off the line well to come out and claim that one. Good little interplay from NW United. They need more of it. As Miles trying to bring it under control. It's a lovely flick ball through by Holland to release Dean. Liv Dean, one-on-one. And it's somehow stayed out of the back of the net as Dean, still not gone. Lays it back for Holland. How on earth did that one miss? Liv Dean found acres of space around that left-hand side for Universities. Would have been the hat-trick had she managed to find the net. Nothing doing. It hit the inside of the post, bounced all the way back across the face of goal. And eventually out of play for a goal kick. As scrapping well as Herman Watt, but Universities have it back now through Gilbert. Back for Dixon. Lovely little fake turn. Couldn't get her pass away though. Wilkinson trying to win it back off Taylor. But it's NW who have it. Herman Watt. Nice little footwork. Jones. Stabbed forward. Taylor. Gilbert got in well. Is now turning on it is Barrett. Ball bombed forward by Johnson. And McCutcheon just lets that one run out of play. Substitutions coming up for both teams. The NW United with McCutcheon and Jones making way. Details on those replacements shortly. Is stabbed forward. After it is Hewitt, mopped up well by Dixon. Hewitt gets it back. Chance to swing across in. Does well to skip past her marker. Cutting back onto her right foot. Shot came in and just wide of the post. Another change here for Universities. As Tory Hill makes way. On in her place, number 37, Bella Thompson. Johnson, that's Lucy Johnson, lines up the goal kick. Bella Johnson first touch for her. Wilkinson, shielding the ball under pressure from Herman Watt, trying to turn. Can't quite get it through. Stabbed back by Jasmine Barrett, one of the new substitutions for NW United. Scrapping well is Miles over there. Chance to come forward now, and it's stabbed out of play by Johnson for an NW United corner. It's Herman Watt who will take. Swung into the box. Someone gets a hit on it. Taking the shot was Hannah Stothers, or another one of the new substitutions, and looked like it was just Maya Wilkinson who went down in the box there. Referee roll-off Boyton signalling there was a foul. So free kick will go University's way, and they defend another corner successfully. Here's Lucy Johnson, aiming up towards Bella Johnson on the left wing. Tackle came in by De Bono. Johnson keeps hold of it. Trying to stab it clear was Dixon. Now it came back. Still going is Miles. Manages to get it back well for Saunders. Now Jasmine Barrett. Under pressure from Johnson. Tries to get a bust up down the line. Nice little interplay in. Then hacked away firmly by University. Saunders mops it up. Back now for Stothers. Forward and blocked, and Wilkinson cutting it out. Opts to go back for Van der Sluis. Slices her. Clearance out of play for another throw, which will be taken by Barrett. Comes back and bombed into the box, and harmlessly out of play for a goal kick. Johnson looks to go long, finds Sophia Johnson now. Here's Wilkinson, lovely little ball, laser, flicks it through. Dean stayed onside, I think. Pressure coming back. Liv Dean for a hat trick. It's in the back of the net. Hat trick for Liv Dean, and it's a wonderful finish. And it's 6 goals for Universities of Canterbury. There's a lovely little finish by Liv Dean. Great ball through from Kyra Laser, stabbed it through. Dean timed her run well, stayed onside, and only had to beat the keeper, Holly Neal, from there. Another goal for Universities of Canterbury, 6-0 now. And a third goal for Liv Dean. So a hat-trick in the semi-final was It's a special moment for her. As it comes forward, hacked away by Van der Sluis. Throw comes into the box, but out of play. It will be a goal kick. Lucy Johnson signalling to go long. Tried to find Dean. Here's Bella Johnson, lays it back for Dixon, who can't keep it in play, but it's out of play for a throw-in rather than a corner, which Universities will be thankful for as they, well, passage secured now to the Reta Fitzpatrick Cup final. And they'll look to preserve their clean sheet, a little bit of a confidence boost for them. As Smith tries to get her cross in, now De Bono. Shot comes into the box, just too much on it, wide of the left upright, and Hewitt couldn't get there either. For Universities now, well, 6 goals up, one mind, or one part of their mind must surely be on this weekend's clash. They play they play Nelson Suburbs up in Nelson on Sunday. Wilkinson does really well to win it back and almost drawing the foul. Miles goes back for Gillett. Clipped out towards the right wing. Johnson got in well. And Dean, hat-trick hero. Here's Wilkinson. Looking to carry. Maya Wilkinson. Trying to get the ball up for Dean. Cut out well by Smith. Coming forward now, looking for her options. Blocked by Dixon. And Laser does well to lay it off. Here's Wilkinson. Towed forward by Holland. Laser getting after this. Smith lays it back for Neil. Bombed into the midfield. Holland can't bring it under control. Neither can Stuthers. Taylor can. Just short of options though. Under pressure, heavy pressure by Maya Wilkinson. Taylor does well to get it away. And wins it back. Abby Taylor shouts of handball, nothing given. Bella Johnson mops it up and goes back to keeper Lucy Johnson. He flips it out towards the left touch line and it's out of play for a throw-in. More substitutions coming up now. Tessa Burns coming on for Universities. She will replace, it looks like, Cecilia Holland, who's had a good game, very influential. Grabbed her goal well. So 4 changes now made by Universities of Canterbury, only Claudia van der Ven still on the bench. Smith takes a throw. Finding Taylor, keeps it in play. Smith, blocked by Dean, and out of play for another throw. Taylor holds it up again and lays it back for Smith. Trying to find her options. Taylor, in fact it's Barrett, who collides with Dean and the two go down and Dean gets the decision. And 3 subs now for NW United. Making way Rebecca Hewitt. Lily Miles. And Georgia Smith down at right back with the 3 coming on. Michaela Hobbs in jersey number 12, Eden Little in the number 14 shirt, and Jade Lewington in 15. Just a little bit of a chance for both teams to settle down a bit. It looks like Kyra Laser, jersey 34, was down with a small injury. But she'll be alright to play on. Still one substitute left for Universities. And in fact, Laser will head to the sidelines to receive a bit of treatment. Gillett collides with Dean. He does well to win it back. Now Saunders. Clipped forward, cut out by Van der Sluis. Sliced off the outside of the boot for an NW throw. Heading up to take will be Stothers. Stothers with the throw, bombed forward. Taylor couldn't quite hold it up. And it's out of play for a uni throw. As Johnson lines up her goal kick. Clipped out towards the right wing. Brought down by Herman Watt. Laying it back for Stothers. Forward. Dropping deep nicely is Taylor. Now lays it off. Shot comes in. Just over the bar. That was Talia Herman Watt with that effort. Just a little bit loose. Maybe a sense of frustration growing as the scoreboard ticks by with no reward for NW United. Still 6-0 down, playing only for pride to try and get something out of this game and give themselves a foothold heading into the weekend. They will play Hallsville United over at Kendall Park up in Kaiapoi. Johnson tries to clip it out, but intercepted well. Now Gilbert, Barrett. Stabbed forward again by Wilkinson. Herman Watt finding Taylor. Back for Herman Watt. On back well by Wilkinson. And she now finds Johnson. Now first touches for Tessa Burns. Releasing Wilkinson. Plenty of options in the middle for her, but well blocked by Stothers. Still Burns. Cuts onto her right. Does get the cross in. Dean with the effort. And in fact, it was stabbed over the bar by Rebecca Gillett. So NW survive. Be Kelsey Barrett to take this corner. As the team heads forward, crowding that 6-yard area. Left foot of Barrett will just try and stick it right on top of Holly Neal's head. Make her really work and struggle to get it. Here is Barrett. Swung in, it's a good corner, a little bit wayward though. Stabbed away well by Gillett. Here's Johnson, looking for her options. Forward for Barrett. One back well though, by Little. Twisting and turning is Herman Watt. Up the line well. Colliding with Wilkinson and Barrett, and the two come together. And it's an easy yellow card for Jasmine Barrett, who just potentially lost her cool a little bit there. Maybe a little bit of a grab by Maya Wilkinson. And the two came together in quite acrimonious fashion. And that there is just frustration boiling over as the scoreline really not favouring NW United. It's on the whole not been a reflection of how the game has gone. It'll be Jones to clip this free kick forward. Has options in the box, or just outside the box. Herman Watt, sorry. Comes back out for Stuthers, who's clipped forward, looking for Barrett. Saunders gets in the way. Now Dillon. Now Little. Barrett tries to get in the way and win it. And Burns has found Kelsey Barrett. Can swing it in with her left. Clipped forward. Neil comes out well and clutches the ball to her chest. Thrown wide now for Hobbs. Goes back, cleared away by Stuthers, who manages to keep hold of it. Middle now for Saunders. Not too much on, tries to stab it forward for De Bono, who does well to keep it under pressure from Johnson. But the uni left back scrapped well and got it with the second bite of the cherry. Saunders gets in well again there, under pressure from Burns. Launch forward, trying to find Taylor, who turns Van der Sloy, still going Abby Taylor. Challenge came in from Van der Sloy and Taylor hobbling away from the challenge. Didn't look like there was too much in it. And it's an NW United corner regardless. As Kyra Laser departs for Claudia van de Ven for University's final change. So both teams having now used their full allotment of 5 subs. Just under 15 minutes left in regular time in this one. Talia Herman Watt will swing in the corner. Launched into the box. Lewington tried to get ahead on it. It's cleared away by Burns. And now Wilkinson. Lays it back for Johnson. Clipped up the line well. Van de Ven. And Barrett launches it forward. Dean is certainly offside. She let the ball run. And then once it bounced, had to go at it. It's not how the offside rule works, sad for strikers. But Liv Dean hungry to add to her hat-trick. As Gillett bombs it forward. Wilkinson tries to control, but well won by Barrett. And now getting at it is Hobbs. Dancing feet as she goes at Johnson. Wilkinson wins it back and Dixon hacks it clear. Burns trying to get after it. Gillett does well, nice and composed at the back. Saunders. Now through, trying to get past. It's Jasmine Barrett. Lays it back now, looking for Lewington. Spun well by Johnson. Cleared up the line, Stuthers. Gillett. Clipped ball forward. Cut out by Burns, who has Johnson back. Has to use her. Now Barrett. Back for Burns. In the middle, Van de Ven. Wilkinson. This is Gilbert. Sophia Johnson at right back. Dean looked to drop it for Wilkinson. Johnson keeps hold of it. Gilbert. Challenge came in well by Hobbs. Shoulder in the back from Maya Wilkinson. Not too much need for that. With your side 6-0 up, but University showing a lot of passion, a lot of desire to hold on to this clean sheet, this 6-0 lead. Finish the match on a high. It will be Stuthers to swing the ball in. Headed away by Dixon. And Gilbert gets a touch on it as well. Wide now for Dean. As Burns streaking forward. Dean tries to go herself. Does slip it forward. Barrett's through, but just straight offside, and it was a good save by Holly Neal regardless. Kelsey Barrett just got her run slightly wrong there, and the offside trap played to perfection by NW United. We bomb it forward here now. Taylor drops her defender, still going Abby Taylor. Gets a touch on it, out for De Bono. Gets it in play. Plays it back, spun well, Herman Watt. Laying it back, Saunders. Forward. Johnson trying to usher it out of play. Taylor looked like he was back of her. Gave her just enough of a push to the point where Johnson had to get a touch on it out of play. So a corner coming NW United's way. With Talia Herman Watt heading over to take. Minutes left, plus whatever stoppage time we have remaining in this one. Can NW United try to salvage a little bit of pride? 6-0 down as Herman Watt swings it in. Gets a second go, but just gets her clearance over the bar. Over the bar. And Universities, well, they won't want to be looking to just sit back and hold on to this. They'll want to get forward, push for more goals. Goals breeds confidence, which in turn breeds more goals. The more goals they can get tonight, the better stead they'll be in for Sunday's trip up to Nelson to take on Nelson Suburbs. Well, NW stay at home up in Kaiapoi. They'll host Hall United. And they do need a win, NW United, because they're only 2 points clear of Hallswell at the bottom of the Women's South Island League. So Hallswell win would send NW United to bottom of the table and into the relegation zone. Van der Ven holds on to it. NW win the throw after Johnson's clearance. Stothers told to move back slightly. And the throw comes in. Looking for Taylor. Cleared away by Van der Sluis, and NW United keep hold of it. Vis-a-vis a throw-in, which Stothers heads forward to take this one again. Look to get Abby Taylor on the end of it. It's bombed into the box and well wide of the upright. No danger to Lucy Johnson's goal, that one. Van der Sluis. Clipped forward towards the right wing, brought down well by Van der Ven, who keeps hold of it. Trying to turn. Lays it off for Gilbert. Now Johnson, twisting and turning, and smashed away by Stothers. It's a good ball forward actually, and Taylor was trying to get on the end of it. Just too much on it for her.
Let's get one, Novens! Get higher, she can't kick it that far.
Lola van der Sluis will again take this goal kick. Launches it up towards Van der Ven, brought down well by Hobbs. And here is Barrett. Lays it back for Gillett. Burns coming in well to put her under pressure, and Johnson nearly wins it back. Lewington has it though for NW United. Stothers launches it forward. Taylor trying to get on the end of it. Won well by Wilkinson. As Johnson. Tackle came in by Lewington, and Van der Sluis has to hack it away. Out of play. Off Hobbs, and it will be a University's throw. As the scoreboard just continues to tick away. Gillett up the line. Headed back. Gillett gets rid again. Coming forward though is Dean. 3 goals already. Try and add 1 more to that tally. Confidently cleared away by Eden Little. Johnson. Headed away by Hobbs. There's Johnson now trying to find Van der Ven. Won well by Gillett. Gillett again. Trying to clip it out towards that right touchline. Barrett gets in well. And now forward comes Wilkinson. Cuts it back onto her left. Onto her right, sorry. Switch of play. Out towards Van der Ven. Now Gilbert. One back well by Hobbs. Only back as far as Gilbert. Now Wilkinson. Nice little turn. Clipped out towards Bella Johnson. Has options central. Nice little 1-2 with Barrett. What can Johnson do? Has Barrett overlapping. Lays it off to her. And Barrett's cross. Confidently blocked into touch by Rebecca Gillett. Bella Johnson with the throw. Trying to bring it under control was Burns. Cleared away by Saunders. Now Johnson. In the middle. Burns with a little touch on it. Comes back out to her. Can't bring it under control. Wilkinson. Lays it off for Van der Ven. Has a go. And Holly Neal got herself in a little bit of a tangle. But did just enough to get it wide. Awkward looking save, but no real danger posed in the end. But they will have a corner to defend. Here's Dean. Everyone on the edge of the box for Universities. Liv Dean swings it in towards the front post, headed away, only as far as Van der Ven. Slices her shot. Comes back out for Wilkinson. Towed forward, nice little 1-2 with Dean, and now Barrett sent through. Couldn't get on the end of it, and it looks like, I think, Talia Herman-Watt. Sorry, it might be Michaela Hobbs, who's just down with a little injury here. Just over a minute of normal time left in this one. I'm not sure how much stoppage time we'll have. NW United probably just wanting to get back to the changing rooms. Reset. It's not been a bad performance by any means from them, but it's been a clinical performance from Universities who've taken their chances well when they've had them. Liv Dean in particular has been so clinical. 3 goals for her, 1 each for Kyra Laser, Cecily Holland and Hannah McKenzie, who opened the scoring just a few minutes in. It's Eden Little who will have to leave the field with a little injury here for the closing stages of this one. For NW, while there have been positives, Abby Taylor has held the ball up well as striker. Connected her passes, hasn't managed to get much service in the way of getting shots off. But the team as a whole have struggled with creating meaningful chances. Well, universities have almost taken every single one of theirs. I can't remember Holly Neal making many saves. Most shots she's faced have simply been one-on-ones that she's been powerless to stop as they roll into the bottom corner. Has been a really good display of finishing by universities. And a 6-0 scoreline will have them feeling really good ahead of this weekend's trip to Nelson. Always a tough place to go and play with the travel involved. They'll fly up on the Sunday morning, play Sunday day, and fly back again Sunday evening. It's a long, long day. And quite often you get teams that are in good form but go up to Nelson or fly down to Dunedin and struggle just because of the travel involved, as Dean wins another throw-in. But it's also, for universities, a really good chance now to potentially claim some silverware this season. They'll head to the Reta Fitzpatrick Cup final. They will play one of Cashmere Technical or Selwyn United. Those two teams will meet here in 2 weeks' time in the other semi-final. Cashmere will, of course, be huge favourites, boosted by potentially the likes of Annalie Longo, Rebecca Lake, Mara Wall, big names in New Zealand footballing circles. Selwyn, a premiership side, in good form, which will help, but it's a tough ask for them. Taylor now trying to salvage something for NW United, but it's out for a goal kick. Universities will watch that game in 2 weeks' time, knowing whichever team ends up on top of things at the end of that one is going to be their opponents in the final. They'll have plenty of time to do their research on either side, whoever makes it. And from here you only need one good performance as Hobbs is sent through well. Taylor tries to turn. Johnson comes out well to dive on it and protect her clean sheet. Launches it forward, trying to find Barrett. Gillett gets up well. Now Lewington just loses out to Van der Ven, who's still going, has one on her back. Really good tackle by Herman Watt, who has been one of NW's best. Barrett tries to send through Burns. Saunders just lays it back for Neal. Happy to take her time, Universities. Happy to let her have it. Out towards De Bono. Shouts of handball. Nothing doing. Wilkinson gets in the way, lays it back for Johnson. Flips ball back to Lucy Johnson in goal. Hacked clearance only as far as De Bono. Launched through. Taylor getting on the end of it. One-on-one with Johnson. Clipped into the box and Wilkinson got back well. Still going Wilkinson. Lovely 1-2 with Barrett. And still going. Still in play here. And it does eventually trickle out. NW win the throw. Kelsey Barrett not happy with that decision. She felt it had come off the NW United defender. No matter. Gillett will take the throw. And receives it back. Clipped forward. Johnson gets in the way. Gillett again to take the throw. Just assessing her options. Gone forward, looking for Taylor. Johnson got in the way. Now Van der Ven. Holding off Herman Watt. Barrett. Gillett does well to win it. Throws forward, headed away by Johnson. Barrett. Clips it wide now for Lewington. One-on-one with Sophia Johnson. Dances back onto her right. Clipped into the middle. For Barrett. Has it go. Blocked. Comes out as far as Liv Dean, who holds it up. Twists and turns well. Liv Dean in a bit of space. Really good tackle comes in. Kelsey Barrett switches it onto her left. As Van der Ven forward. Bombs it forward for Dean. Still has it won back well though by Saunders. Saunders with not a lot of options, has to go wide for Lewington. Ball forward past Johnson, Taylor getting after it. Taylor just offside there though, and puts paid to another good chance, or a potential half chance for NW United to try and salvage something from the game, a goal or at least a shot on target, which they haven't had many of. I can't remember Lucy Johnson being forced into many saves tonight. As Van der Sloys clips it forward. Stothers out of play. Defected. Off Burns, and it will be a throw for Stothers. On forward. Held up by Lewington. Clip forward. Johnson gets in the way. Barrett now. Johnson wins it back. And that's full time here at English Park in this Reta Fitzpatrick Cup semi-final. It's Universities of Canterbury who take a commanding win in the end. It's a fantastic display from them. Very clinical. Liv Dean with the hat-trick. And goals as well from Cecilia Holland, Hannah McKenzie, Kyra Laser. Universities turning 4-0 half-time lead into a 6-0 full-time victory for NW United. Well, they won't have too much time to dwell on this in action at the weekend, and a must-win game for them in the league. But for now, both teams will go away, look at this match, look at where they can improve. Universities will await the result of the other semi-final in 2 weeks' time here at English Park between Kashmir Technical and Selwyn United. But for now, full-time here between Universities and NW United. 6-0 to Universities. I've been Sam Coughlin, your commentator. Thank you very much for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Cheers.